Madam Speaker, in the few remaining minutes, I wanted to make my contribution to the bill by Senator Ledamo Lekina. First of all, Honorable Speaker, my expectation of the bill would be to address the question of how we exercise oversight and accountability. Our oversight mandate is drawn from Article 96, Sub-Article 3, that talks about oversight of this House over the national resources that are sent to county governments. In fact, my expectation, Senator Ledama, was that given recent judicial pronouncements, we would use the opportunity that this bill presents to expand and capture what the courts have said about the mandate of this Senate, that it extends not only to the national revenue that has been sent to the counties under the equitable share, but that it also extends to the own source revenue of county governments. And indeed, we at the Public Accounts Committee, that is chaired very ably by the Senator from Homa Bay, are discussing about the lack of visibility to the Senate of money that goes to our county governments through grants and donor funding. Then when it comes to accountability, Honorable Speaker, under Article 174A, it talks about accountable exercise of power, and I was hoping that we would use this opportunity the bill has presented to be able to enhance accountability at the lowest levels of government. Speaker, you know we are in Busia, and just yesterday we walked out with, I think it was Senator Wambua, and there were young men who were standing out there. They told us that, in fact, we have not provided sufficient facility for the public to access this. The powers that be around the Busia County Assembly, who know them and what they stand for, would not allow them to access this chamber. Now, Sifuna, do you know that cabro has been put yesterday because you guys were coming here? And that is what the bill that Senator Ledama is proposing is supposed to take care of. That public participation in the development of the country and the identification of priority projects should have been done, and the people should have been involved. The people of Busia think that some of the things that are happening in this town are only happening because the Senate is coming here. Because we are not residents of Busia, we are not permanent residents of Busia. We would want that things be done for them and in their name, because it is the resources of the people of Busia that are being utilized here. Honorable Speaker, the discussion around public participation, especially in allocation of resources in the county, has had me thinking about what really is the problem with public participation in this country. What are the real issues that surround public participation in this country? And if you look at the litigation that we have had so far, the problems that have been identified for why public participation is not effective is, number one, of course, the low levels of civic engagement by the public. People have their own hustles, they have their own jobs to go to. Sometimes they don't have opportunity to find or time to have these conversations. Number two, there is interference by the local politicians. Honorable Speaker, in fact, it has been alleged that when we as a House or even the County Assembly undertakes public participation, we drive the process in such a way that the people who are in that room most likely would want to agree with the people who facilitated them to attend those public participation forums. We have seen even in the impeachment of governors, where the requirement of public participation has been grossly abused. I remember one county, Honorable Speaker, when we were going through the forms there for public participation, and we could see that there were predetermined outcomes that the MCAs were pushing, and even signatures were being forced or forged, Honorable Speaker, to push certain ends. So for me, I am hoping, Senator Ledama, that in the process of enriching this bill, we can actually ask ourselves, what is the biggest problem with public participation? I was asking Senator from Homa Bay here, whether a public participation that happens under a tree is not effective public participation. Whether really the front loading of the venues of the conversation is the best solution or the solution to the actual problem when it comes to the question of public participation. And for me, we would want to tie this thing, the loose ends, by even ring fencing the process from political.
Honorable Senators, it's now 6:30 p.m. Time to adjourn the Senate. The Senate therefore stands adjourned until 9th October 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Senator Sifuna will have a balance of 15 minutes to contribute to this bill.